Good morning, good morning. Do, 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 do. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome to a daily dose of joy. Joy, 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 joy. Direct connection to the divine flow when we are feeling joy. We're going to practice the habits of joyful living by leveraging applied neuroscience and studying people who are living joyful lives and studying the research about joy and applying all that to the way we feel and think and act throughout our day. And over time, our brains can't help but change. The baseline chemistry in our brain changes, as well as the neural pathways. The ones that are the most used are the ones that track the quickest, the soonest, and the fastest. So here we go. Today we're gonna do a laughter flow. Just in case you think that laughing is just silly and frivolous, that little intro was to explain to you some of the why we're doing it. We are powering into some neural circuitry, these positive neurochemistry cocktails, like the happiness cocktail almost. So we're going to do a laughter flow. Oh, I think I'm going to share with y'all some of the they're not really secrets of Southern language, but I was laughing, but a friend of mine is an Aussie. And every now and then she'll come out with a line and I'll be like, I know we're both speaking English, but I ain't got no idea what you just darn said. And then occasionally we reverse that role. And so I just thought I'd share in the laughter flow. I'd play with some of the words that I think are just the words I've heard lately that I just think are kind of funny. Like, for example, knee-high. Knee-high. Does any other part of the country use knee-high? Knee-high. Ran into a woman. And just let your laughter flow. Let it easy. Let it go. And I'm going to see if this line of thought helps me just get my giggle on. I ran into a woman in the grocery store the other day. She said, oh, I know your daddy since he was knee-high. Luckily, I did not laugh at the moment. And I, of course, knew exactly what she was saying, but I had just been talking to my Aussie friend about this, and I was like, oh, I just wish she was standing right here. I know your daddy since he was knee-high. You know, like knee-high stockings? Are we talking hosiery? You know? But she means like knee-high to a grasshopper. It's a measurement of height. Small children is what she was referring to since he was a child. I know your daddy since he was knee-high. Oh, Lord. Yeah, the grocery store is good. I remember we had this great grocery store down here because it's not a chain. It's not a national thing. It's just a little local family grocery store. And and oh my God, I love going in there because like people just stand in the aisle and chat, catch up. And I remember being in there with my grandmother once, long time ago. And she said, she called me Wendy. She said, Wendy, get the buggy, get the buggy, get the buggy. And I was like, okay, and I get the buggy and I'm coming over to her. And then somebody though, an aisle over, yells back, ain't, get the buggy, ain't, get the buggy, ain't, get the buggy. And I'm thinking, are they talking to me? I got to get the buggy part. And then I was like, what's the other part? And it turns out my grandmother was chatting with this other family, and the woman was yelling to her aunt for her aunt to get the buggy because she and my grandmother were deep in conversation. And buggy is the cart. Buggy is a cart. Down in the South, we call it a buggy. That's pretty common. That's not so deep South, y'all. Maybe that's all over the place. But buggy is a funny word to me, buggy. Because I used to think like, are we looking for the horse and cart and buggy? Is it going to be like a black lacquered vehicle going to come up? You know? Being in a rural grocery store just didn't evoke buggy to me. this will make a hill of beans sense to you guys, but this stuff delights me, tickles me. Ain't. And ain't also sounds like can't. And can't means cannot. Can't. I can't do that. Other things we say. Can't. 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 And I find when I leave the city, all these Southernisms are just blur into my language very easily, and I don't realize it. And I drove down here from college. I was in college up north and came down here, and my friends who came with me were like, what just happened? Because we stopped at a roadside stand. And I was like, I'd like to get some peaches. They were like, where did that crow come from? Because I was at school, I spoke Queen's English, or at least Mid-Atlantic English, and I would like some peaches. But down here, I was like, oh, I'm home. I could drop the syllables. It's like, I have some peaches. And in the South, we don't often, I like it. It's Southern, you slow down. You've got to get like molasses. There's heat here. Like most of the tropical world, we slow down, we conserve energy. So things like fixin' is because there's no G. It's fickin' to do that. I'm fickin' to do that. I'm a gonna is another one. I'm a gonna. I'm a gonna. And I say these things, I think, of course they know what I'm saying. I am going to. I'm a gonna. I'm gonna take Bane down to the river. I mean, it comes out all the time. So I leave the city. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Like, what? Oh, plum pretty peaches. Plum pretty peaches. She's a peach. I've known her since she's knee-high to Junebug. Can't do that, ain't gonna do it, fixing to do that, gonna do this. Fickin'? Fickin'? Ain't. It's like when you repeat the word, it just sounds funnier and funnier. Fickin'. Fickin'. Ain't. Can't. I'm gonna. I mean, that's a whole phrase that we've compressed into a few slippery syllables. I'm gonna. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get the buggy. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all come back here. Are you starting to wander off? Listen to this, I'm gonna fickin'. Y'all come back here. I promise I can make sense. Oh, okay. Oh. Maybe share some of the funny things that you say in your part of the world. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. Yeah, tell me in the comments. I'm gonna read them. silly way to start the day. Oh, making my smile muscles hurt. Quality problem. Okay. Let's take 3 solidarity breaths. May today surprise and delight us. Thank you for this time. I look forward to being here together tomorrow morning.